Now, the last mode of adaptation, that is morphological adaptation. Morphological adaptation or physical adaptation. In the physical structure, in the morphological structure of the plant or animal body. I'll give several examples. First, I'll take example of some mammals like whale or some aquatic mammal which lives in polar sea where the condition is very cold, in the Antarctic and the Arctic region. In that places, you take example of a dolphin, whale or any aquatic mammal. Just beneath their skin, they have thick fat layer called as blubber. This is the thick fat layer present just beneath the skin, which acts as insulator. Which acts as insulator in that cold condition. So this is physical adaptation. This is one example of physical adaptation. We can give one more example. It is called as, actually it is called as Allen's rule. It is called as Allen's rule. Second example now for physical adaptation or morphological adaptations. Allen's rule. What is Allen's rule? The mammals living in colder region, in very cold climate, the mammals living in like polar bear, the mammals living in cold climate, generally they have short ears and short limbs, or small ears and small limbs. Ear and limbs. Limbs means their legs. They are smaller in size. Why is this? This is to minimize the loss of heat. This is to, because as the size increases, automatically the surface area increases and they can easily lose their body heat. In order to avoid that, their ear and limb size will be smaller so that the body heat loss can be reduced, and this rule is called as Allen's rule, which is again nothing but morphological adaptation. You can just think of polar bear, you will get the idea. These two are excellent example in case of animal. Now I'll give some example in case of plants. If you take desert, in desert some of the plants are common. One is cactus. Cactus, they have several morphological adaptation. One is that presence of thick cuticle, waxy cuticle, presence of thick cuticle over their surface. Second one, sunken stomata. Stomata is bit, what you call in pit. Okay, so sunken stomata. And third one, leaves are modified into spines. Leaves are modified into spines. Now, all these things, what it suggests, these thing or these kind of morphological adaptations is to conserve water. It is to reduce the water loss. See, plants generally they lose water during transpiration. Water is lost in the form of vapor, that is during transpiration, and transpiration generally take place through stomata. So stomata is sunken, one thing. And second one, in most of the cactus species, okay, they follow a pathway called as CAM pathway. That is one of the photosynthetic pathway. CAM stand for crassulacean acid metabolism. This is the pathway in some of the plant. What is the significance? What is the importance of this pathway? The plant like cactus which follow this pathway, in them stomata remains closed during daytime. Stomata remains closed during daytime. So why this sunken stomata and stomata remains closed during daytime? So that the loss of water can be avoided. Again, thick cuticle is same thing. The layer of waxy cuticle over the leaf or the stem surface is to avoid loss of water. And again, leaves are modified into spine because leaves are generally, the leaf lamina is broad. If it is broad, the surface area increases, and as a result much of the water will get lost. Now in order to reduce the surface area, leaves are modified into small spines. So all this thing is to protect that plant in such a, they grow in desert where there is no water. or there is scarcity of water, there is very little water, so they have to survive. So all these are morphological adaptations. Thus organisms, I mean plants and animals, they show three types of adaptations: morphological or physical, physiological, and behavioral. Thank you, students.